So I'm coming back from work at Goodwill. They've been mostly talking throughout the day. I mean, they've been zapping me in various parts of my body as they usually do. They're pushing down on my feet and they're shocking them. It literally feels like someone's standing on the tops of my shoes. And they're also pushing against my legs. So I'm having to make more effort to push against the force that's pushing against my legs. Otherwise, the gait of my walk is very small, even though I'm swinging my arms normally, and they're also sometimes pushing against my arms to make them, swing out more. Sometimes they're pushing against my shoulders to make, I'm kind of exaggerating here, but they'll kind of, make my walk a little bit funnier. I was looking for the bus there. Just when I left work too, and they've been doing this throughout the day, and they've been doing this for the past month or two, is that I am not doing that as a demonstration voluntarily. They're doing that right now, and excuse me, and they're going like, how do you like that? How do you like that? You can't do anything about that. Your dad doesn't believe you and he'll never help you. And the police never call you back except for the mental health crisis team. So what are you going to do about that? Like, how do you like that, kid? We're shocking the left side of your face. I'm literally saying verbatim what they're saying to me right now and what they said to me at other times. So they've been doing it a lot more strongly when I left work. They usually do it when I take Max for a walk or when I go out to smoke. They usually do it, and they usually concentrate on the left side of my face, although in the past they've done it on both sides of my face, and sometimes they've alternated and whatever, but they're primarily doing the left side of my face. And I can do that, and I can feel shocks hitting my hand. And if you've noticed, the shocks in my face have stopped. My facial spasms have stopped. And again, I'm not making this up. I'm not mimicking this demonstration. These are literally the attacks that are being forced upon me right now by police or whoever with electrolasers. It can cause burns, shocks, shoving or jabbing sensations or pushing sensations, and not just the sensations, but they can actually push or shove you or jab you, and freezing sensations, all of which I've experienced, and none of which to the degree that they've been felt, and none of them, and for some of them none at all, none of those sensations or experiences can be caused by anything internal to the human body. Now I do that, and now they're shocking my face again. I can do that, and they stop. And I feel shocks again on my hand. And when I pull my hand away, I will not feel shocks on my hand, but they'll continue on my face. That is a like the billionth sanity check that I've done, Dad. And it's like the millionth one that I put online in videos. Not that you're going to watch this, and then Robin will watch this, and she'll ignore the fact that I'm literally demonstrating the sanity check, but I can stop this. This is not a psychosomatic response. This is not imagined. Again, these schizophrenic voices oftentimes will describe the attacks before they happen. And recently with the knee thing that happened with my knee swelling, they threatened this last attack up months or weeks in advance, over a month in advance, I believe. So let's see, now they're doing that again. So, and now they've stopped a little bit, but then they're picking up again. So this is so much fun. So thank you again, Dad, for giving terrorists, for protecting terrorists over your own son for another day. Thanks for giving them another day of my life. You are not allowed, and same to you, Robin, and same to you, Tom and Johnny. You are not allowed to do that under any circumstances, no matter what. Period. No excuses, no exceptions. And the most retarded, non-existent, most unethical covert operation or a hostage situation doesn't change anything. Not that you believe that that's the situation anyway, because you still don't believe me and you're still doing nothing about this. Once again, I'm not taking my HIV meds because this is so fucking important, and this is so much of a suffering that you have given me nothing to look forward to, Dad. But were it not for you, I would have never experienced hopelessness or homelessness or the level of loneliness that continues to grow. And the other two continue to grow as well. And that's thanks to you. You may not be mad at me for that. Should you be watching this video ever, you may not get mad at me for that. Those are factual statements, and those are understandable statements coming from someone that you have allowed to suffer for over 3 years because you broke your promise. I don't understand why you were so adamant about not doing an investigation and not providing the rescue. Because even if there was the slightest chance, because you cannot say that what I've told you is incorrect at all. You can say that I don't believe it, but you can't say that there's not a chance that I'm right. In fact, I've proven that I'm right. The only thing that I can't prove is whether this is APD or CIA or military or the sheriff department. I can't prove who it is. That's not my job to do. But I've proven that this isn't schizophrenia, and I've proven that this isn't something that can be could be caused by anything internal to the human body or caused by anything naturally. I've proven that over and over and over again. And I have witnesses that have felt these shocks to my feet. And they weren't junkie buddies. And I wasn't a junkie either in any case. It's so insulting when you say that. You're such a rude ass motherfucker. Since when did you become Captain Butthurt? Oh, the past few years with this shit. Maybe these people are on you too. Because again, Dad, if I was telling truth, which I am, and if I'm right, which I am, think of how this would be the most important news story in the world. Because this isn't just happening to me, it's happening to other people. It's the police being terrorists using devices that were meant to fight terrorism. And they're using it to cause terrorism. Think of how important that would be to suppress for these people. One way to suppress that is to use voice to skull and to get into your head, which I'm sure they've done in the past, because it could not be a pure natural coincidence that when I was walking from Chris's house, the house I used to own with him, and you didn't know I was coming from there, that you recollected walking to the Hampton Inn as I made the very same walk. That was over a 10-year difference between those times. I had owned two houses or buildings between then and the time that you visited me then. So it is not a pure coincidence that once you said you're walking to the Hampton Inn to get coffee, that I looked up and boom, there's the Hampton Inn sign that I'm half a block away from. That is not a coincidence. That is impossible to be a coincidence, or so highly improbable it's virtually impossible.